Hey guys, welcome back. As always, my name is Leyzar and there's a brand new boss in town. He's called Gluttony and he looks a lot like the Devourer. There's a couple of things that you need to know, so let's get right to it. As soon as the fight starts, you will have 3 ice globe generators. You want to push those ice globes towards the boss. You don't need to pop them, but you do need to push them towards the boss, and you can do that very nicely with an AR or a machine gun, submachine gun, whatever you prefer. Essentially the bullet hose type of weapon. Now you can't really ignore this, because if you do, this one has a one-shot mechanic, somehow similar to the Hangman from normal mode. In essence, you do have a couple of indications on the body of the boss. These, I don't even know what to call them, bright purple spots. Essentially, these are canisters that start glowing more brightly, and the more brightly they glow, the more in trouble you are. You need to cool off the boss before these get too bright and essentially one-shot the entire party. To be perfectly honest with you, it's one of the worst telemarks I have ever seen in video games. But aside from that, just simply push the frost globes towards the boss and you should be fine. Now there will come a frenzy phase. In the frenzy phase, of course, the boss is invulnerable and there is no canisters to shoot. You're still gonna be doing essentially the exact same thing. Push the frost globes towards the boss, only this time another type of orb will appear. This one is more plasma, more purpley, and it will kind of be dragged by the frost orbs. When the purple orbs are close enough to the boss, make sure you pop them with damage. You'll see exactly what kind of range you got. And that's pretty much it. That's how you get them out of rage mode. Rinse and repeat until you kill the boss. Now I do have a couple of more tips. Save all the weak points for the second phase, after the initial frenzy. After a frenzy ends, you will notice that the globe spawners essentially move away even more from the boss, making it harder to cool him off and avoid that one-shot mechanic. Because yes, it can happen consistently and you do need at least, I want to say 3, but I'm gonna say 2 people to consistently throw orbs at the boss. If you're having trouble with the end rage and you're getting one shot, then put 3 people on that until you get the grips with it, and have 1 or 2 people DPS, because you can't exactly slack on DPS either, since you will hit that timer. In terms of what character to use, I know you want to use your Lepics, but from what I've seen so far, Lepics have not been the most, let's say, efficient like they normally are. Glaze, however, did a fantastic job. It looks like the boss takes significantly less from ability damage, which is why you want to use something like a gun glade, whatever you prefer. If you prefer sniper, SNG, or whatever else. Massacre Glade not so much. If it is true and the boss does take less from ability damage, then Massacre Glade, a good portion of her damage does come from ability damage. Another tip would be the brand new Ultimate Valby. If you got an Ultimate Valby with Spiral Tidal Wave, then that should make the fight a whole lot easier. One more time I will mention the fact that you should definitely leave those weak points for after the first frenzy. I'm talking about the 2 shoulders, and do not pop them with damage, simply knock them out by grappling onto them so you get some free DPS time while the boss is down. And that's it. Happy farming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, channel, subscribe only if you enjoy the content. If you got any feedback for me, let me know in the comment section down below. Especially if you managed to find some cheese on the boss. Until next time, bye bye.